you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Laura and Antonio's Virtual Jazz Club, streaming live now on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. We are so excited about that. We are playing these jazz concerts every night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and we are in the midst of week number 9 now, which is very exciting for us. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons who have been making this dream of a virtual jazz club possible for us over these last several weeks. And if you'd like to become a patron yourself, you can visit lauradubin.com. by clicking on the link in this video. If you're watching on YouTube, just click on the little arrow underneath the video, and that's where you'll see the link. And if you're not watching this on a touchscreen device, you can simply go to lauradubin.com and then click on the music/store page. When you get to that page, you'll find 3 different ways that you can make a contribution. And the first way is...
purchase our albums.
The second is...
make a one-time donation.
And the third is...
become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz.
And if you'd like to donate, but you prefer not to do it online, you can send me a private Facebook message, or you can send me an email through the contact form on my website, and we can talk about another method.
We always respect the privacy of our donors.
So we got a lot of great music to play for you tonight, as always. It's always fun for us to pick out our new mini program to share with you each night. And tonight we'd like to start with a great American songbook tune called You Stepped Out of a Dream. was called You Stepped Out of a Dream. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Please leave us a comment and say hello. You can leave comments on Facebook and YouTube. And let us know where you're watching this from. And if you're watching for the first time, please introduce yourself. It's been great having new listeners each night. And that is hugely in part to all of our friends and family who have been sharing our videos. We thank you all so much for doing that. It's been great to expand our audience and make new friends, even if it's only virtually for the time being. Next, we'd like to play a composition by the trumpet player Freddie Hubbard. And this is a very appropriate piece for this time of year. This is a beautiful waltz called Up Jumped Spring. Finally, this week, especially today, I think it finally starts to feel like spring. Yeah. We were kind of having second winter last week. That was called Up Jumped Spring by the great trumpeter Freddie Hubbard. If any of you are maybe just now tuning in, maybe you weren't here at the very beginning a few minutes ago, I'd just like to say thank you to all of our patrons who have made this virtual jazz club dream possible for us. If you'd like to become a patron of Laura Dubin Jazz, you can visit lauradubin.com just by clicking on the link right in the video, or just simply going to my website and then clicking on the music/store page. When you get to that page, you will see 3 different ways that you can make a contribution. And the first thing that you can do is
Purchase our albums.
the second thing is,
Make a one-time donation.
and the third thing is,
Become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz.
and if you'd like to make a donation but you prefer not to do it online, you can send me a private Facebook message, or you can email me through the contact form on my website, and we can discuss another method.
We always respect the privacy of our donors.
Yeah. So next we'd like to play a song by Antonio Carlos Jobim. Those of you who have been watching many of our concerts have noticed that we've played a lot of music by Jobim. He's got so many beautiful songs that he wrote in his lifetime, and they've all got something special about them. And this one is called Triste, which means sad, right? Or sadness. But I think it's a very beautiful tune. And it doesn't really sound sad, but I'm sure maybe if the lyrics were there, then we would get that message of sadness. But we just think it's a
We'll
nice,
make it
nice tune.
with a little bit of touch of happiness.
Yeah, exactly. How do you say happiness in Spanish? Well, this is Portuguese, of course, but it's the same word in Spanish. Was it not on?
Is there a microphone on or off?
It's off.
Oh. Why is that?
Is it not supposed to be clicking like that?
Yeah.
Want me to ask if...
Now it's.
If anything happened with our audio just now, please leave us a comment and let us know. Just because sometimes it's hard for us to tell if something happens while we're actually playing, but hopefully everything was okay. But let us know if anything was cut out, either of our talking microphones or whatnot. Hopefully it didn't, but let us know if it did.
Is that off?
Now it's off.
Yeah. Okay.
It's off now.
I think it.
Was it this?
Yeah.
Want me to tap on it with it?
No. Now it's fine.
Oh, okay.
When you turn it off. Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. Alright, this is Triste by Antonio Carlos Jobim.
Tap a little bit with the microphone.
With it on.
Without switch.
No switch.
Yeah.
Or no.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Alright, go for it. That was called Triste by the great Brazilian composer Antonio Carlos Jobim. Not to be confused with you, Antonio Umberto Guerrero Garcia. Another Antonio with a long name. We just discovered this next piece very recently, and it's so much fun. This is by the great trumpet player and band leader and composer Dizzy Gillespie, and this is called Tour de Force. I feel like I'm going to call it Tour de France, every time. Tour de Force.
Can you tap just that mic, please?
With the switch off?
Yes. Thank you.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That was called Tour de Force by Dizzy Gillespie, and I totally meant to put this up on the screen. I'm so sorry, Dizzy. I'm just going to scan through this real quick because I feel terrible about missing it.
It was my fault because I distract you with the microphone
okay, let's say
issue,
it was
but-
that. Even
Sorry.
though I think you had asked me that after the time that I normally turn this on,
Sorry.
so
Well,
let's just play through it.
they can
1,
recognize
2,
the DC
There you
because
go.
he has a very particular way to play the trumpet
His
with the
cheeks.
cheeks. So, yeah,
Apple cheeks. I love that that picture.
it was great and
There
great
we go.
composer.
So we got just a couple more tunes before we say goodnight. And once again, please leave a comment and say hello. I've seen a few comments popping up, and we're excited to see who they're from. If you're watching this for the first time, We say hello to everybody who leaves a comment after we finish the music. So if you'd like to join in the fun, that's another good reason to comment here. And feel free to share the videos on your own Facebook page as well, or you can share the YouTube link with your friends also. Next, we'd like to play a classic song by the Gershwin brothers. All their songs are very classic, but I think especially this one is very well known and so beautiful. This is called They Can't Take That Away From Me. that was called They Can't Take That Away From Me, classic song by George and Ira Gershwin. And they cannot take any of these memories of our concerts away from us, even though we're doing them live and they go by pretty fast because we're having so much fun. The memory is still there with us every night. That's my little segue to remind you all that we are doing these concerts every night, 8:30 p.m., so we hope you'll continue to join us. Please like my Facebook page, Laura Dubin Jazz, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Laura Dubin Jazz. When you like and subscribe, you'll be notified whenever we go live or anytime we share any other kind of music-related content. And we hope you'll consider signing up for my mailing list as well. Just go to lauradubin.com, and then right on the homepage, you'll see the place where you can sign up. And that's always the first place where we make announcements if we have them. So we encourage you all to sign up. Once again, a huge thank you to all of our patrons who have been making this virtual jazz club possible for us. We've truly appreciated your support over these 9 weeks. And if you'd like to become a patron of Laura Dubin Jazz, please visit my website. You can click on the link right in the video. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, just click on the little arrow underneath the video, and that's where you'll find the link. Or you can just go to lauradubin.com and then click on the music/store page, and you'll find 3 different ways that you can make a contribution. The first thing you can do is
Purchase our albums.
the second thing is,
Make a one-time donation.
and the third is,
Become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz.
and if you prefer not to make a donation online, but you would like to make a contribution, you can send me a private Facebook message or email me through the contact form on my website, and we can discuss another method.
And we always respect the privacy of our donors.
And if you're not able to make a contribution right now, that's totally okay. Your support, just by being here watching our video tonight, really means the world to us, and we thank you so much for sharing your Wednesday evening with us. It's Wednesday, yeah. I had to think about that for a second. Your Wednesday evening. So we've got just one more tune to play for you, and this is a composition by the pianist Bill Evans. And this one, you know how we always talk about, like, things that are in the same universe, like we say, oh, that person's from the same universe as so-and-so, or things that remind us of something else. I think that this composition is very much from the same universe as Giant Steps. If you're familiar with Giant Steps, the iconic piece of music by John Coltrane, then you might hear like a little bit of a parallel between these two pieces. They're completely different, but the way that the harmonies kind of cycle around sort of reminds me of Giant Steps. So any John Coltrane fans out there might also hear that a little bit. But this is a piece by Bill Evans called Walking Up. called Walkin' Up by the pianist Bill Evans. Boy, that's a fun tune to play.
Yeah.
I love that one so much. So that's all the music for tonight, but we'd love to stick around and chat with you all for a few minutes. If you'd left a comment, we're going to read through them all right now and say hello to everybody. And if I miss your comment now, I'm going to look through them again later tonight and reply to any that I might have missed, just in case that happens. Feels nice to have this device back.
Hey.
I see Linda first. Hey, Linda, great to have you here.
Hello, Linda. Thank you for watching.
She says, keep the sunny days coming with your music. Thank you both. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, this is new. I just noticed, I don't know if anybody else noticed this or if it's maybe just my my phone, maybe because of the update or something, but it's got some captions going here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Hey.
About what we are saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's really cool. If anybody else notices that,
They
feel free to let me know, because I don't know if it's just my phone or if it's a new Facebook feature, but
do they understand my accent?
yes, they do. Let's see if we're about a couple seconds behind.
Oh,
So I'm
interesting.
gonna see if what you just said just shows up in a second. Yes, do they understand my accent? Yes, they do.
Oh.
Let's see if we're
Oh,
a couple of seconds behind.
this is
Oh boy, that's entertaining.
isn't that wonderful? This is new.
I do something with a different device for like 3 days and it comes back with a new thing. So cool.
Wow.
I see Jeff Wade is watching. Hi, Jeff, down in Florida. Thank you so much for watching
Thank you,
again.
Jeff.
Says howdy. I love that word. Yeah.
Howdy.
Hey, Joni and Alicia. Thank you so much for watching again.
Thank you, Johnny and Alicia.
Oh, she says, I wish I had known about your concerts from the beginning. Like, I think she means like when we started doing these. But I'm very happy to be listening each night now. I look forward to
Yeah.
your concerts. Thank you so much, Joni. That's so sweet of you. And if you ever, feel like you want to look through some of our older ones, they're actually all here on our Facebook page still. If you just like scroll down my page, you'll actually just see them all like chronologically. Obviously, the oldest ones are the ones that you'll have to scroll the farthest for. But there also, I think, is like a videos tab on the page where you can probably just see everything there. And then also on YouTube, all these same concerts are on YouTube, and there's a playlist right on my channel. If you go to Laura Dubin Jazz and then click on my channel page, and then I think maybe on the bottom of the page, that's where you'll see some playlists, and you'll see a playlist called Virtual Jazz Club Live Streams. And everything's organized by date there, so it's pretty easy to find everything. Those are also all organized chronologically with the newest ones first. So if you ever feel like doing that, just wanted to let you know those are there. We're so glad you're here. This was Joni's
Johnny,
comment.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
Thank
I
you,
said
Johnny.
Jeff's comment and then Joni's.
Thank
yeah.
you, Johnny.
I see Donna's watching. Hi, Donna. Hola, Donna.
Hello, Donna. Thank you for watching.
She says, hola, Laura and Antonio.
Hola.
Trumpeter Dizzy Gillespie played here many years ago at Jazzberry's nightclub and restaurant.
Oh.
So Jazzberry's was owned by Susan Plunkett, who catered our wedding. Susan Plunkett is an amazing chef and caterer. Little shout out to her here in Rochester. And I think I saw on her Facebook page that right now she's doing like individual catered meals with curbside pickup. I've seen a few of her Facebook posts about that. I highly recommend her. The food at our wedding was amazing.
Yay.
Like, I was so sad when all of our food was gone. we had some leftovers that we took home with us and ate for a few days. I was like close to crying when they were gone. So that's how delicious Susan Plunkett's food is. But she was the owner of Jazzberry's nightclub, which was
Nice.
a restaurant, and I think it was a vegetarian restaurant, or maybe a
Oh.
very vegetarian friendly restaurant. So I wish I had been around. Well, I think I was a kid when it was around, so I was probably too young to go. But Susan's a huge fan of jazz, and she had like so many jazz musicians play at her club over the years. I think Dizzy Gillespie was one of them.
Wow.
So,
This is
yeah,
very
so
nice.
Donna, thanks for bringing that up, because that
Thank
just
you,
reminded
Donna.
me of all that. Betsy! Hey, Betsy! Thanks so much for watching.
Hi, Betsy.
And I'd like to say hello to Maggie, too. It's probably past Maggie's bedtime, but you can tell her that we said hello. She says, I love the old standards, like, Can't Take That Away From Me, and all the other tunes you two play. Thank you so much!
Thank you, Betsy.
We love playing those Great American Songbook tunes. It's such great
Yes.
music. And I think it's something that we can, like, we as a nation should be proud of, this collection of music that our great American composers have made in their lifetimes.
Yes, it's so much variety.
Yeah. And Donna also says, happy 70th birthday to Stevie Wonder.
Oh, Stevie!
He looks way younger than
Wow.
70. My gosh, what an amazing musician. And this would have also been pianist Red Garland's birthday. He's one of my biggest influences as a pianist, especially the way that he played with his left hand, the comping. He's been a big influence on me. So very cool.
Thank you, Donna. You always know all this good information.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
It's really cool how you know this all too. I wonder